Republican John Kennedy was on the Judiciary Committee. And Senator, we have spoken a lot over the past couple of weeks, and good afternoon to you today, and thank you for coming back. Where do you think we are in this now, Senator?
I just left the Senate floor. Many of my Democratic friends continue to speak a message of fear to the American people. They continue to make wild accusations about Judge Kavanaugh. He's evil. He hates women. He hates children. He hates little warm puppies. For me, today is a day of hope. I think we're going to approve the appointment of a new Supreme Court justice who understands the role of the United States Supreme Court and our Madisonian separation of powers.
I watched you on another network just yesterday, Senator, and you said nobody wins in this. You say Judge Kavanaugh loses and Dr. Ford loses?
In terms of the confirmation process, there won't be any winners. There could have been. There could have been winners on both sides if we had had a confirmation process that was senatorial and that was orderly and that was dignified, that was tough. There's nothing wrong with having a tough process, asking tough questions. But this process was untracked when Senator Feinstein decided to sit on Dr. Ford's letter. But that still doesn't mean we can't be thankful. I'm going to vote happily and proudly for Judge Kavanaugh, and I am hopeful. I think he understands that the role of the Supreme Court justice is not to try to rewrite the Constitution every other Thursday to advance a political agenda. It's to be an umpire, to say what the law is and not what the law ought to be. And that's what I'm going to celebrate today.
Yeah. Why do you think Judge Gorsuch went through so easily and this one did not?
I don't think it had anything to do with Justice Gorsuch versus soon-to-be Justice Kavanaugh.
Was it numbers?
I think it was the fact that Justice Kennedy was considered to be a swing vote. Yeah. I think that the opposition to Judge Kavanaugh looked at his record, saw that it was a distinguished one, so they decided that the only way to take him down is through character assassination. And I really regret that, but that's what happened. That's why I said yesterday, and I'll say again today, there are no winners. I'll bet you if you talk to Judge Kavanaugh or Dr. Ford tonight, neither one of them think they won.
Could you imagine if he was defeated based on words and accusation from 36 years ago?
Well, one other positive, though, this in addition to being proud that we're going to confirm Judge Kavanaugh, I'm proud that we reaffirmed the importance of due process in our society. That doesn't mean that we don't have a problem with sexual violence in America. We clearly do. But and I'll say it again. This is no country for creepy old men or middle-aged men or young men. But it's not a country at all without due process. And you have to treat both the accused and the accuser, both of them, with respect and fairness and due process. That's the kind of country I want to live in.
Dana. Senator Kennedy, it's Dana Perino. I wanted to ask you about, last Sunday night you appeared on 60 Minutes. And this was right after Senator Jeff Flake on a Friday, just a week ago yesterday, asked for that supplemental FBI investigation. Some Republicans were kind of frustrated about that and the delay. But looking back in hindsight, do you think that actually was something that actually helped a lot of senators be able to get to yes, such as a Susan Collins?
Yes, it clearly helped. And Senator Flake and Senator Collins and Senator Murkowski, at the time, it was clear to me that they probably weren't going to vote for confirmation without the additional FBI investigation. I didn't think it was necessary from a substance point of view because I felt like our investigators at the Judiciary Committee had done a great job. And indeed, the FBI report just for the most part, reaffirmed what our judiciary investigators found. But it was important to Senator Flake and Senator Collins and Senator Murkowski, in hindsight, I'm glad we did it.
It doesn't appear
it
that
makes the American people.
If you listen to her speech from yesterday, Senator, it doesn't appear that Senator Collins needed that 7th FBI investigation.
Oh,
I mean, the way she laid out the case.
I think she did. I spent a lot of time down in our secure quarters reading the FBI background investigation, and I saw Senator Collins every time I was there. She spent a lot of time going over it. Susan does her homework.
Yeah, that wasn't my suggestion. My suggestion was that the argument that she was making public yesterday seemed like she was a yes for a long time.
Maybe. I mean, I couldn't read Susan. Susan is, and it's not my place to read her. Her vote is her own. But my experience with Senator Collins is she's extremely conscientious, and she always looks at both sides, and she does almost an exhaustive investigation on an issue. And my impression was, I don't know what was in her mind or in her heart, but my impression was that she was undecided.
Thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. John Kennedy, Senator from Louisiana.
Bet, guys.
Thank you.